The situation where somebody can murder his own mother, it is in the news the other time, murder his mother, and then begin to sleep with the dead mother. It's just because of ritualistic intentions. A situation where people in power don't even think about the people. All they think about is themselves, and they grab and grab and grab. Is there any deep dichotomy between mental health, mental health, and spiritual health? Because a lot will need to be done by them if they think that they are out to redress these ills. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clement Zion Prince. Well, who do I throw these questions to? Let's start with, I think both of you should answer this. Let's start with you, Judith. Let's start with Comrade Haruna. Talking about government intervening in all of these. What do you think?
Okay, with regards to the government, the National Mental Health Program, like I said, it's still very fresh, and I really want to commend them. They've been doing a lot since the inception since the bill was passed, in pushing for the roadmap. They're working tirelessly to really push for the rights, accessibility to healthcare, and all of that, which we believe that in the next couple of years, these systems would have been very strengthened, and they're working closely with, CSO, because we know the bureaucracies in government, but this program is working very closely with a lot of, strong CSOs, to be able to bring some of these things to light. So that's on one hand, and we really commend them. So we would just give them more time, but things are being done. Now, with respect to, I would really want to say self-care also comes into play, first of all, because like she gave a lot of examples with regards to malaria and typhoid. To a large extent, we understand the economic situation, but if you are ill or if your child is having symptoms of some illness, you will not wait for the government before you take the child to hospital or before you go to a chemist to, provide treatment, or like your child is running temperature, at least you take some, cold water and some cloth, reduce the temperature and all of that. We should once in a while take a break from social media.
Very important.
But of times we underemphasize it, I think, because a lot of times the things that we see on our screens, phone screens, TV screens, go a long way to, just put you under a lot of, there is already pressure, but then it puts you under more pressure. So I think that for some time, some periods in the day, go off social media, take some self-meditation, some words of affirmation, take deep breaths. The clinical psychologists will do more of this, I just wanted to do what they can do, but we would also do what we can do, to take care of ourselves, take some walk in the evenings, as much as possible. Some of these things are basic. They look like the little things, but they are things that can also really help. I'll let
Taiwo jump in and also respond to Clement Zion Prince Hussein. Is there a dichotomy? Is there a difference between, mental health and spiritual health and the things that we look, judging by the things that we do? And also, I would love to chip in. How do we, lots of people, when they have mental health issues or, issues that bother them, the spiritualists, they go to their pastors, imams, and they talk to these people who may not be trained to handle such issues as counselors. What do you say to that? Lump all of that together and just answer.
Okay. First of all, we also need to understand that government, is not saddled with this responsibility alone. All of us have to get involved. And like I said earlier, not all wounds are visible. We all have to be kind with words. Who throws that word at the next person? It's not the government. Yes, the government is having what they're doing that is not convenient for we. That's fine. But then our day-to-day activity, we are the one having the interpersonal relationship with the next person. What we say, how we say it, where we're saying it, matters a lot to people. And then speaking about the relationship between if there is. Here's the thing. We have grown to believe in that everything is spiritual. So even with physical health, till date, there are still persons who would not seek or take some medications because they have been informed that it's not ideal for them based on their belief. I am not judging you. I'm just saying that, look, God himself gave wisdom to man to be able to do some certain things for man and with man. He is God. He's doing his part. But we also have a role to play. And we now mixing it up, using the formula for quadratic equation to solve a simple matters. We cannot arrive at the accurate answer. Yes, you could be spiritually inclined, no doubt about it. But then, why would we not say because we are spiritually inclined, the nurse, the doctor, the pastor, the imam, or the Ifa priest should give the injection? Do you understand? So there's an error in that thinking pattern. We need to understand that you don't mix it up. Spirituality is there. Psychotherapy, seeking help when it comes to mental health condition, it's on another hand. Just like you go to the hospital and doctors will say, we treat, God heals. It's the mindset. We also do our best, but God takes control. That's to tell you that they understand there's a God factor. But then we don't mix it up. So for the caller who is saying mixing spirituality and the mental health condition, yes, we understand that the spiritual aspect is there, but we shouldn't mix it up as citizens. They are not the same. They are two different things.
Clement was basically concerned about how, the things that we do in the name of, in the name of spirituality. That seems like, look, ordinarily people should not be doing these things.
Okay, so if we're saying it's, if we're trying to pin it on spirituality, which of the religion permits us to harvest human organs? Do you understand? So these are
so should people who are doing these things seek mental health,
it's
help?
cognitive distortion, if you ask me. There's an error in a thinking pattern because no religion is saying harvest the organ to get wealth. Every religion preach love. Most religion will preach work and let God bless the works of your hands. So quick money and having it fast, I think, for me, it's an error in thinking, and it should be dealt with as an error in thinking.
The next time you see somebody who is amassing wealth unnecessarily,
that's a criminal offense.
And so it's not just. It should be. Maybe you want to refer them to a psychologist. Now let's take this one step further, Taiwo. What's the difference between psychological evaluation and psychotherapy and psychiatric treatments? We'll talk about that shortly. We have a caller here. Let's bring in this caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Vincent. I'm calling from Masaka.
Vincent, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes. The topic today is very important. Very important because even at home, it will be well with us if our mental health is strong. In the economy, the same thing. At school, the same thing. Anything we do, if our mental health is not okay, we cannot be effective or efficient. That's the way I see it. What I'm saying there is that as far as we have a government, for instance, and we have a family, the mental health of the individual, of the citizen, of members of the family lies squarely on the way the government or the family does things, their policy, their principle, and their lifestyle. If, for instance, let me talk about what is going on in this country today now. I want to tell you that why I say this is very important is because many people, especially youths, because they stay around me here, they are going to face a lot of mental problems. Their mental health will be so low that in short, there will be confusion here and there. Because already now, what they are hearing about their school fees and so on and so forth, they are already agitated.